Hi, welcome to Key to Travel, and I am your girl Key. I apologize. I want to make sure the microphone is on, the ears are on, the eyes are on, and we are on. How y'all doing today? I am Key to Travel, and I am reacting to a very, very, very important topic today. If y'all, this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome back. And if you just slid by, saw the title, decided to click on, welcome, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now, today, like I said, we are reacting to something that's very, 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 very important, and that's passport news. And with the passport news, we need to talk about it. Why? Because if you're key to travelers and you, my travel buddies, and you've been with us before, you are some of my clients that travel with us a lot, or just pass by and just saw the video, is to tell you about some things that's been happening with the passports, y'all. Yes. Here on Key to Travel, we do everything travel with a little bit of lifestyle. So today, we're going to give y'all just that. We're going to be reviewing these passports. And if you want to know what we review and how we review, you're going to go ahead and check on my shorts, because those videos there is what we review on. And if you want to leave a message on the shorts, we will talk about those messages here when we review that video. So that's what we do here, the Keys to Travel. And yeah, like I said, I am your girl Key. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, because we are growing as fast as you see us, okay? And you want to be in the know when we do those things. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and start with the first video. And the first video is going to kind of give you what this video is about today, what these reactions are going to be about today. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm tongue-tied, talking fast, trying to get this over with, because we got a lot to discuss. Okay, so let's get started. Da-da-da. Oops, why are you here? Okay, there we go.
International trip coming up. You need to see this because supposedly, allegedly, they are canceling people's passports. And this is one of those things that can ruin your life in real time. There are people that have went on vacation, landed in another country, got off the plane, and then were told their passports were canceled. Not by them. They didn't report it. They didn't lose it. They were told it was marked as lost or stolen. Now, mind you, when you check into the airport in the United States, they're letting you check in. They're letting you get on these international flights. Everything is fine. Mind you, when you land in another country, they're saying that it's an alert on your passport. Now, if you go down the rabbit hole of passport not lost or stolen TikTok, you will see that there are numerous people saying this. So why are people's passports being reported stolen? A man said that he was deported from Thailand. A woman said that she went to Rome and almost couldn't get back to the United States. If she didn't have all of her information.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go.
Almost couldn't get back to the United States. If she didn't have all of her information, birth certificate, ID, passport, social security card, she would have been a Rome citizen. Now you got to ask yourself, why are they randomly canceling people's passports? Now you got to remember this. A lot of people said that they wanted to leave the United States because of things that's going on. They are willing to move out of the United States where they were. If you're an American and you have an international trip coming up, you need to see this because supposedly, allegedly, they are canceling people's passports. And this is one of those things that can ruin your life in real time. There are people that have went on vacation, landed in another country, got off the plane, and then were told their passports were canceled. Not by them. They didn't report it. They didn't lose it. They were told it was marked as lost or stolen. Now, mind you, when you check into the airport in the United States, they're let.
I had to play that twice for y'all. Reason being is because it's very scary. Now, this young lady, the next one that we're going to view, this young lady, that happened to her. And she going to explain what exactly happened when it happened to her. So let's go ahead and listen to her. I did drop down just to that rabbit hole of people and passport situations that had happened, but their stories was just like wow, right? So let's go ahead and listen to this young lady. I'm going to share my screen and let's listen to her.
Free time on how I was in Jamaica for 20 minutes. So I purchased an Expedia package to go to Montego Bay for me and my boyfriend from Wednesday to Saturday. Quick little trip. So it's the day of trip and we're on our way to the airport. I'm doing all the necessary things to check into our flight. We're flying through United. I scanned in our passports. Everything went well. I submitted our C5 document, which is a document that you need to enter to Jamaica. So we get to the airport. We go to the United counter. They check in our bags. They check our passport. We go past TSA. Everything went well. Good to go. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a fast process to get past TSA. And we got to our gate really fast, and we didn't even wait that long to board. Like, it was a quick process. So we're on the plane. We're enjoying our time on the plane. We're talking about what we're gonna do, what we're gonna eat, what we're gonna drink, what excursions we're gonna do, where we're gonna go first, planning it all. So then we land, and I'm super excited. I'm super hyped because I'm ready to drink, eat, be in the sun, have a good old vacation time. And then on the loudspeaker, we hear so and so and so and so, please come to the front of the plane. And they mentioned me and my man. So we looking at each other like, hello? Then they mention on the loudspeaker on the plane, nobody's getting off the plane until so and so get off first. At that point, I'm like, hold on. So we looking at each other like, what the fuck did we do? Like, confused because I did the C5 document. So I thought that's what it was. So we get to the front of the plane, and right when we get off the plane, there's a Jamaican customs officer waiting for our asses. At this point, I'm panicking. Like and comment for part two.
Okay, just y'all luck. You don't have to like and comment for part two because I have part two. But before we get to part two, y'all, like I promised, if I didn't say it in this video, I said in my other reaction videos. If there's comments that was left on my shorts, I will bring them up here when we react to the video and we will talk about them. So just like I promised, let's talk about them. Okay, from Eagle Super Bowl fan, it says, I'm invested in the story. No problem, girlfriend. I got you. The next slide will be the rest of the story. Okay, from Jones Financial said, I need to know what the happened. I got you. I got you. It will be on the next slide. Okay, then Alex said, what you doing? I guess also wants to know what happened. And I got you. And then I got a face that was like, okay, biting at the numbs because they're waiting. I got you. So that was from Fo, Alex, Jones Financial, and Eagle Super Bowl fans. Thank you so much for your comment. So now that we have read the comments, y'all, it's time to go to the next video. So let's go and see what happened to girlfriend.
Part two of how I was in Jamaica for 20 minutes. First things first, let me just start by saying I did not know that this story was going to get this much attention. If I did know, I would have just made it in one part. So let me just apologize to those who have been blowing up my phone asking for a part two. Like, I have a life, I have a kid, I have work, but let's get back to the story. So when we get to the front of the plane and the Jamaican custom officer is waiting for us to get our asses off the plane, yo, he looked like he wasn't playing no fucking games. He was like, get the fuck off the plane. And it's fucked up because I looked at my man like, so the officer's just like, follow me. So we're following him, and I'm just shitting fucking bricks as I'm following this man. But then I'm like, what do I really need to panic for? Because I didn't do shit. So we're following the officer, and he takes us to a room, and he's asking my boyfriend, like, have you reported your passport missing or lost? He's like, no. Officer asks my boyfriend like about 7-8 times, did you report your passport lost or stolen? And my boyfriend's like, no. So the officer is like, I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't change your outcome. At that point, we looking at each other like, what the fuck is he talking about? So according to them, the passport was reported lost or stolen back in 2022. So there are two officers at this point that come up to us and they're asking him once again, have you reported your passport lost or stolen back in 2022? And he's like, no, which doesn't make sense. We traveled to DR last April and we were perfectly fine. So we are fucking lost. Mind you, this passport has been put away. It's been out of hands reach. So it's like, so the two officers go to the back of the room or whatever they went, and then they come back and they hand my boyfriend a slip and they're like, you are denied entry in Jamaica. And I'm like, why? We just traveled to DR last year and they told me like DR and Jamaica have nothing to do with each other. And I respect it. I get it. Like, okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm in a foreign country. Got it. They even asked me 3 times, like, you're refusing to stay in Jamaica. I'm like, yeah. For those who do your solo trips, I respect you guys 100%, but I'm not doing that. I'm not. But let me tell y'all something. They didn't wait 5 minutes. They didn't wait 10 minutes. They didn't even wait 30 minutes. They walked us back to the United counter and they put us right on the flight that we just landed from. They didn't give a fuck.
Okay, y'all. There's no comments. I wanted to see if there was any comments. There was no comments on that one. But yes, so obviously, y'all, the issue was, I don't know, and I don't want to speculate, but either somebody had her man's passport numbers, or there's a glitch in the system. But some people saying it's happening a lot, y'all. It's not. It wasn't just her boyfriend, so I don't want to put it on her boyfriend. But yeah, that's scary, y'all. That's scary, and I gotta figure out, how I'm gonna be checking on my people's passports before they get on these flights, y'all. Like seriously. Hold on, I have another one, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got another one for y'all. Hold on. Oh, come on. I got another one for y'all before we move forward. Where is it? Okay. Okay, yesterday there was an accident that happened, and we're going to pray for the driver of this vehicle, of this truck. But let's go ahead and watch this. And the only reason I was just going to speak on the passport situation, but it happened yesterday. And while I am, like I said, I do go through each one of these, and this is what I'm reacting to, the videos that's on my channel. I did want to react to this one before the news gets too old. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to talk about it.
New Jersey. Take a look at this video. This plane, it's coming in, landing very low, right near the turnpike. A source familiar with what happened says that plane then clipped a light pole. And then look at this dash cam video. A piece of that light pole hit a bakery truck on the highway. Ugh, scary. The driver was hurt, but fortunately is expected to be okay.
Oh my goodness.
That was a closer look at the situation that happened, y'all. It looked very scary for that driver, and prayers up for that driver. And if y'all didn't know, 2 weeks ago I did a video on Spirit Airlines and their shutdown. Shout out to Spirit Airlines. We did a reaction video to some news that has been broken about all the upcoming changes for the airlines and gas prices and all the things. And if you're interested in these type of videos and much, much more, y'all, because I got the drama videos coming for what's been dramaing on the planes, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, comment, and subscribe, and put the bell notifications on so you know whenever I drop. But for that being said, this is this reaction video. I hope you enjoyed this reaction video, and I'll see y'all in my next country.